Hi guys, and welcome back to the Let's Play. Thank you guys so much for the support in the last couple of days. It has been incredible to see. But let's just jump right back in and look at this. We have upgraded our town hall to town hall level 6. Chief, there's someone wanting to talk to you. He seems quite rude. Why is everything here so tiny? Is this village for ants? Oh, finally, hurry along. There's a lot to do and not much time. Chop chop. Okay, this is the raid weekend stuff and the reason why we rushed to Town Hall 6. Now this is a proper scale for building. Behold this mountain. It's your clan's capital. All great clans build together and battle together. Just a hint from a wise old man. Let's start from the top, shall we? Okay. Capital Peak has everything you need. A hot spring, comfortable cabins, and the Capital Hall. The stronger you make your Capital Hall, the more districts will be unlocked for you to build in. Each district has different buildings and terrain. They are all very useful for making your capital stronger. Although this one is still my favorite. Why don't you get going and see how you can help? Alright, perfect guys. So obviously this is my main clan's clan capital. So we're at 4605 trophies and we are fairly upgraded. We are already a Capital Hall 10. So it's wanting us to click all these random things. We're going to do so. So starting over here, when you attack here, you can use your own capital's troops and spells. I don't have time to ferry troops back and forth when you change your mind. Your army is always ready to fight here when you finally decide what to use. Unlock and upgrade troop barracks and spell factories if you want more choices or a stronger army. So, as you guys can already see, our troops are all maxed and our spells are almost all maxed. We haven't quite maxed out that jump spell, but at the end of the day, guys, it's a jump spell, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll jump back and do our attacks a little bit later. Looks like, oh, it's telling us this is our house. This is your home away from home village. It has a much better view. Well, I beg to differ. Our Town Hall 6 has all those famous rocks and trees that I don't see over here. You look like you really like browns, so I've decorated it that way. Brown's alright. Well, if you don't like it, you can change it yourself here. There's a few options already, and the more capital gold you contribute, the more you'll unlock. So, looks like we have a blue or red option at the beginning here. It'll be a while before we can upgrade the rest of our house. Let's go with the red option. And then the final arrow over here wants us to upgrade this air defense. This could be much better. Let's upgrade it. In Capital, your whole clan upgrades buildings together. Every member can chip in, contribute capital gold. It's kind of funny, it's only allowing us to contribute 1, and it says it's going to upgrade it when it needs 40,000 to do so. When enough has been contributed, the upgrade will be completed. I only need one good swing of my hammer to get things done, unlike some people. That seems like some major shade to the master builder and normal builders. Contribute 100. Bang. Alright, perfect. So we will, maybe in the next video, come over here and do some Capital Peak raids. But for now, let's start upgrading our Town Hall 6. Oh, okay, of course. The Grand Builder sent this forge over. He says it'll help with the capital. Alright, we'll click it real quick. Each day will make some capital gold. You can collect it by tapping here. This, of course, is very beneficial for early on clans, but 150 capital gold is not going to do pretty much anything for our clan at this point. I asked how it worked, but he said we wouldn't understand. Rookie. Alright, perfect. So, again, here is our village. So, at this point, as I normally recommend for Town Hall 6, I think it's a perfect time to upgrade this laboratory. So it's going to take 4 hours, so that's fine. We'll let it do its thing. And then next, I think it'd be great if we could upgrade our clan castle. 5 more troops will be awesome, and then we can hold a dragon. We thought balloons were OP in the clan castle or hog riders. A dragon at this stage of the game will be insane. All right, so in order to do that though, it's going to cost us 800,000 elixir. That's fine because right here in our treasury, boom, we have over 1 million. So we have 1.2 of each. Let's drop down the clan castle now. Perfect. Let's see what magic items we have. Unfortunately, we've used all our builder potions at the last town hall. That's all right though. We'll just go right in here and see if we can build these 0-time defenses and traps. So we have a couple spring traps. We'll update our progress base here in a little bit, but for now, let's just throw down everything. All right, so we have our bombs and our spring traps. Let's go over to our resources. These buildings are only 10 seconds, so that's all right. We can knock that out quickly. Let's see what this tab wants us to talk about. Raid weekend is active. This witch challenge, we might be able to get this hero potion if we get a witch in our clan castle. It's nice. The event, obviously, it says only 1 witch is required. Here at later town halls, if you're a town hall 10, 11, or 12, it might require 2 or 3 witches or even more, just because it knows you can actually train witches. Again, we've beated the Clash Anniversary base, so that's perfect. All right, that elixir collector is done. Let's build the gold mine. Another 10-second upgrade. Again, looking at the gem count, we are at 333. We have a gem mine right here that we can destroy. And we're getting ever closer to that 1250 trophy count. 25 walls will be great for building a better base, obviously. So let's throw all these down. All in a line. One of my favorite things to do in Clash. Skadoosh. All of those are completed. Nice. All right. Going to our resources. It always tricks me when it says 1 thing or 2 things in the resource. It's always talking about these builder huts. All right, now the rest of these upgrades are prolonged upgrades, so we have to decide what's best for us. And at this point, I don't want our loot to be stolen. So what I'm going to do here is upgrade our walls. So we're going to upgrade them quite a bit here. Okay, we've got them to the Town Hall, what is that, 4 level. Let's do the same thing with these walls over here. Great, so now we have all of our oh, look at that, guys. I unfortunately upgraded some of these walls to max level already, which is kind of cool, actually. Let's put down this mortar, I think. Obviously, in the next couple hours, we're going to put down all of these defenses. So let's go into, I'm going to edit the base and show you guys what I would do for like a priority list. So when I get that priority list made in the new progress base, I will be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. I have made my semi-progress base, but really my upgrade priority list. So right up here to start, we can see we have the clan castle and laboratory. I have already started upgrading those things. This upgraded mortar, then after you upgrade the laboratory in the clan castle, I would recommend placing down all those remaining buildings. And that's what this mortar signifies, obviously, until I can place down more buildings. After that, I think it'd be a great time to upgrade our spell tower. Of course, one of the comments in the last videos pointed out that upgrading offense first is crucial, and I 100% agree. Before we do anything on the defensive side, we want to upgrade our offense, and that's why we're upgrading our clan castles, so we get more troops. We're upgrading our laboratory, so our troops are higher level. We're upgrading our spell factory early on. These other defenses, obviously, they're just nice to get down early on, and they're cheap. So that's why we kind of prioritize that. After that, after we upgrade our core offense, I would recommend upgrading our gold storage and elixir storages. This is kind of like a step 2. And then after that, I would recommend upgrading these army camps. Of course, this again falls in with that upgrade offense first. This will be awesome. After that, then we can start working on our resource production buildings. So then I would recommend upgrading our elixir collectors and then our gold mines. I would upgrade our elixir collectors first before our gold mines, just because those elixir collectors are what upgrade these army camps for us and what upgrade these spell factories. So all of our offensive based buildings typically cost elixir. And then after we upgrade our elixir collectors, we can go into our gold mines. And then after that, again, I would target those core defenses. And at this stage of the game, those core defenses are, like I mentioned in the last episode, the wizard tower, air defense, and mortar. After those are complete, we can move on to those secondary defenses, those archer towers and cannons. And this will pretty much be throughout. You're most likely going to do your archer towers and cannons last. And then finally, before we upgrade this town hall to town hall 7, we are going to max out these traps. And before I forget, you might be aware of the walls. The walls encompass the entire base and like the entire line, because we need to be upgrading these walls as we play throughout. So the goal is, as we unlock a 4th builder, 5th builder, you normally want to keep 1 builder available. And this builder will be used primarily just to upgrade walls. Get rid of annoying shrubberies and things like that, but mainly walls. So I hope that makes sense for a priority list for Town Hall 6. And again, the reason why we rushed to Town Hall 6 is for this raid weekend right over here. So this raid weekend, in the next episode, actually in this episode, we might as well just knock out and do our raid weekend attacks. And that will allow us to use this shop over here, this raid metal shop, with 300 raid metal tokens, which for example, for the last raid, all of my accounts got 1,500 metals. So look at this. Gold only costs 300 metals. Unfortunately, they made a change in the last couple of months where we can only buy one of these. But look, it's 2.5 million gold, 2.5 million elixir. We don't even have dark elixir yet. But once we can unlock dark elixir here at Town Hall 7, we're going to be pumping that out every single week. Because look, at the moment, our storage is only 1.2 million. And that's one of the crucial reasons why we need to upgrade these storages as soon as possible. Because once we can upgrade those storages, we can then collect these weekly deals, which will be great. Training potions will obviously be ideal. The clock tower potion will be instrumental in getting the 6th builder quickly. And then obviously research potions will probably max out on these each week, spending only 600 metals to get 3 research potions. Finally, I think it is also important to note, we can now reinforce our troops once we get metals. So as you can see, it would cost us 9 metals to reinforce, 1,500. This is great because then we don't have to wait for others to donate to us. So with that being said, I think it is a perfect time to go straight into clan capital and make sure we secure our metals. Here's our best friend again. It's time for raiding. In raid weekends, you go up against other clan capitals. Here you see the enemy clan you are currently raiding. To win, your clan needs to wipe out all of their districts. When you beat this capital, you will be matched against another one. Why did they split that up? You'll keep getting new opponents until the weekend ends. Everyone gets a number of attacks. They can use first time you 3-star a district, you'll get a bonus attack. Meanwhile, other clans are attacking our capital. I did say we should have upgraded more of those defenses. Hey buddy, our defenses are almost max. When the weekend finishes, you will earn raid medals based on how well your clan did in attacking and defending. I already described this. Perfect. And then I know he glazed over this just a little bit, but I think this is a super important note. Obviously here in the bottom right hand corner, it says we have 5 attacks. You can see that with the 5 and then with the little sword emblem. He mentioned being able to get 6 attacks. And as you can see, all of my clanmates here have done 6 attacks. So how do you do that? In order to gain the 6th attack, you have to be the final attacker on one of these districts. Traditionally, this is very easy because normally someone just calls in chat, hey, I get Balloon Lagoon. It's going to take you 2 or 3 times to beat Balloon Lagoon. Perfect, you unlock the 6th attack. This is great because you're unlocking more medals, which in turn you can upgrade your bases. So yeah, let's just hop right into Balloon Lagoon. Obviously, we've never done this before. On this account, I am in fact a self-proclaimed professional at this. So I will use my Hog Rider strategy. If you guys want to check that out, I posted a video about this strategy before, but we'll walk through a couple attacks and show you how it's done. So it is 9 wall breakers, 13 Hog Riders, and 3 skeleton spells. Oh, I forgot our little Barbarian friends. So let's just go right into an attack. And I'll try to explain how I'm doing this mid-attack here. So, with these skeleton spells, we're going to try to target these core defenses. The core defenses on Balloon Lagoon are these Inferno Towers and these Rocket Artilleries. After that, we are going to spawn in our Wall Breakers. The point of spawning these Wall Breakers is they spawn into mini Barbarians, and once they die, we are going to spawn in our Hog Riders. The reason why we are waiting for them to die is because they start spawning skeletons at these skeleton spells, and when this occurs, they distract these core defenses. Our Hog Riders can then run behind the skeletons and destroy the base. As you can see, the skeletons are distracting, and the Hogs are doing nice work here. These Barbarians that I'm holding onto right now are traditionally used for cleanup, but as you can see in this base, or opening up more space into the base, but this base was oddly defined. And you can see the more buildings we destroy, the further our deployment zone opens up. The cool thing about the clan capital is we can go right back into it. We're going to use the exact same attack strategy. But look, our spells are still placed down there. So they stay on the attack field, your spells from the previous attack, for 1 attack. So the nice thing about these skeleton spells is you can have 6 skeleton spells on the field at once. And this will just overwhelm the base, as you'll be able to see here, hopefully, if I do this correctly. So we're going to place down our Barbarians here to distract. Then we're going to place down our Wall Breakers. Again, we just want these guys to die, and then once they start dying, they will distract these enemy defenses, and we can start spawning in these Hog Riders. We are going to stun with our Zap spell, one of those core defenses. Perfect, it went down. Now we are just waiting. So we have a ton of Hogs running out the backside here. Unfortunately, our biggest enemy here is probably this Bomb Tower and Crusher. As we're going to lose most of our Hogs here, unfortunately. Oh, that hurt. But look at that. The skeletons took out that. We need to make sure this goes down. Oh, so close. That might have just done in our raid, unfortunately. So, as you can see, those core defenses are obviously the scariest, or the scariest looking. But it's those Crushers or the Bomb Towers that you really have to look out for in this strategy. Luckily for us, a 3-tap is not terrible. Obviously, a 2-tap would have been better. We would have got more loot. But again, it's our first raid ever. So we'll take Balloon Lagoon in 3 attacks. Let's just end this real quick. The skeletons being on a wall. We don't need to waste our time. But let's help out our clan capital. It's one of my biggest pet peeves if someone basically fails and then leaves it for someone else to clean up. So it's alright, we'll show our fails here. We will clean up the base. Again, we might have been able to optimize that and finish it up in 2, but hopefully the next base we can target those bomb towers maybe a little bit more effectively, or spread out our Hog Riders so they don't all die to one bomb tower. You live, you learn. We'll figure it out in the future. But again, look at that. We have gained another attack because we completed Balloon Lagoon. So we have three remaining attacks. So what we're gonna do here is let's scout Barbarian camp and try to help out our teammates here. Okay, I think looks like they use some skeleton spells. So we can do the same strategy again. So let's put it on those core defenses. And for this one, let's just put it on these giants because they're kind of annoying. So we're going to place these barbarians out here on the corners here and basically gain us some more deployment zone. Once the deployment zone is gained, we will then spawn in the why am I blanking? The wall breaker guys. Once the skeletons start spawning, once the barbarians die, okay, skeletons start spawning. Just like we learned in the last raid, let's spread out those hogs just a little bit more so they don't die to the same thing. And then let's stun a core defense. Now, we just watch and look at all those skeletons spawning. Hopefully this will be enough. Obviously that giant cannon is going down in the back and the hogs are flying through. Again, we have that scary bomb tower there in the center. Let's hope we can take it out. This time we have a lot more hogs though, so it looks like it won't be an issue, which is great. Perfect, so we are at 89%. And I love this attack strategy personally because I have multiple accounts and I used to use an all archer strategy, which would take forever. I would use archers and rage, and then one singular bomb would kill all of my archers, and it stunk. But now, using this hog rider strategy, I can just go in, hit enter, throw down all my hogs, they hop over walls, I don't have to worry. It's kind of, you don't really have to think about it, which is why I like it. And perfect. A 3-star, we gain 5,400 raid medals for our clan. Alright, perfect. We have 2 more attacks, so let's try to 2-tap a base. We'll just go right into the Wizard Valley and use this same attack strategy. So, looking at this base, the core defenses for this base would be these giant cannons. So we're going to place both on the giant cannons, and then we'll place it on that Inferno. Again, we are going to open up the base a little bit so we can spawn these wall breakers in. Alright, let's start spawning in the wall breakers. After that, we are going to do a wide arc of our hog riders all around. We're going to spread them out so they can stun differing defenses. And then we're going to hold on to this zap spell until it looks like a giant cannon is going to target our hog riders. Looks like we're doing all right here. Okay, perfect. We are going to zap now. And look at this. We've got over 40, looks like we're going to get around 40 to 55% maybe of this base in the first raid. So that means we will be able to easily beat this in 2. As you remember, we have all of these skeleton spells down for the next raid. There's just one skeleton beating on a wall, and we'll go into our final attack for clan capital for the week. So, looks like we will throw down, again, sorry guys, my phone is about to die apparently. I play Clash of Clans a lot. Oh, we have made a mistake. We threw down our hog riders prior to our wall breakers. Do not do this. But luckily for us, remember we got like 60% in the first raid, so this shouldn't end up mattering. Yep, this base is crushed. Another reason I like the strategy is look at all the skeletons. This is insane. Yeah. And another great thing about this is normally hog riders, you're worried about giant bombs or spring traps or things like that. But luckily with the skeleton traps, there's so many skeletons and they will pop those traps for you. Placing the skeleton spells deep into the base, they will pop all the traps. Therefore, the hogs can just run rampant through the base. We have filled out our clan capital storage to 25k. So let's see how we did in the clan. Hey, 5th in the clan, not too bad. Congratulations, Greenstone and Vacant Stone for your top 2 places. So I'll show you quickly how you donate these medals. And let's just upgrade a multi-mortar. Boom, multi-mortar. And they are not used to a new account being able to donate this much. Because if you didn't know early on, and probably in a situation that you will be joining, you're probably only going to get, I forget at this point, I think 6,000, maybe 7,000 a week. But luckily, at this point in our clan, we can get around 30,000, probably 25,000 on average. And then Dragon Master, who is our clan capital goat, can get around 40,000 per week, which is awesome. So that is the clan capital. And on Sunday night or Monday morning, we will unlock those raid medals and we can start spending. So before Monday, it'll be crucial for us to upgrade all of these storages so we can obviously get these weekly gold and elixir deals. We got a aggressive capitalism achievement. This will be great for getting to 1,000 gems, 50 more, 383 total. We are well on the way to 1,000 gems, which is great. So guys, let us do one live attack, and then I think we're going to call it an episode. So let me go find a base, and I will be right back. Okay guys, this is a perfect base for us. 34 cups. Again, we're trying to get to that 1250 mark so we can get 450 gems. And we're still using the balloon strategy. Of course, once our laboratory upgrades, we will have higher level troops. As you can see right now, they are still level 2, and that is because our laboratory is not done. So I think in around 2 hours, it will be complete, and we will have higher level troops. But for the time being, we have level 4 zaps. What I like doing is a pro tip. So you're going to want to obviously target the air defense because we're using all balloons. But you can also damage other buildings. So we're going to place these zaps here in the center of these 3 buildings, the mortar, archer tower, and air defense. And that'll help our hog riders and rest of our attackers take down the base a little bit quicker. So the enemy has hog riders in the clan castle, which isn't the most fun thing in the world, but luckily we have balloons, so they will not be able to do anything to us. Okay, perfect. The last air remaining defense is this wizard tower, which is kind of scary when I have about 25 balloons clumped up on each other, but luckily those 2 balloons have distracted. Alright, at this point, just because we're evil, let's place this balloon on top of these. Okay, maybe the hogs will be spared. That's probably a good thing. Oh, never mind. They are not being spared. Sorry, hoggos. I did this to you. Out of spite. For time failing multiple of my main account attacks. Oh my gosh, these guys are tanky. What in the world? Awesome! Sorry, we just have to see if this guy survives. His hit points are being covered. Okay, he went out. Alright guys, so it looks like we've destroyed all the defenses at this point. So we'll be back when the raid is complete. Perfect guys, 3-star, and we got that 100% bonus of 2,000 gold and elixir. Alright guys, perfect. I think that will be all for this episode. We have all 3 builders working. We've started our way on this insane 4x loot bonus. And we've started and raided all of our clan capital. So hopefully on Sunday, not hopefully, we will obtain these raid medals, which will be huge. So in the meantime, off camera, I will of course upgrade these gold storages and follow the priority list that I gave you guys at the beginning of the video. But guys, at this point, thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for the support in the last couple days. It has been insane. The Let's Play episode that I posted yesterday has over 600 views at this point, which is awesome. I'm just doing this for fun. But if you guys have any questions or video ideas, please make sure to leave them in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. I have been Jacob. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye.